Back to the phones we go. Wild card line. Gordon's with us in Florida. Hello there, Gordy.
Hey, long time no see. Listen, a miracle. Not only have I discovered a solution to the healthcare cliff crisis, which satisfies Democrats and Republicans, miracle of miracles, but local news coverage by the Ledger, the Register, and C-SPAN makes it so that if you put in Middleman Elimination Act, Gordon in Florida, you don't even need my last name. It'll pick it up. And I remember Cornelius, and I forgot to give him a shout-out. He has health problems, and he always remembers me. And I remember Mike the Millennial, and I like Mike. But I feel bad that I didn't acknowledge Cornelius. I love him, and so he has health problems, and so this, Cornelius, this is for you. The cornerstone of the Middleman Elimination Act is the fact that, you know, Polk County, Florida, Sheriff Grady Judd, the most conservative county in Florida. You know about Polk County, Florida, right?
Right.
Now, that's the most conservative county in probably the United States. They have free health care for the low-income indigent citizens, but it costs almost nothing because they've eliminated the middleman. So now I'm a conservative, and I'm kind of skeptical about putting that on the federal level. But the Middleman Elimination Act basically does that on the federal level and reduces the overhead to like 5%. Polk County is so conservative. They have Republicans. If you're a Republican, you don't fit in. And if they can get free health care but it costs less by eliminating the middleman, then I would propose that people that are listening to Google Middleman Elimination Act by Gordon in Florida. And can I throw out my YouTube and my website this one time? Because
sure.
This actually
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it.
I'm Gordon Wayne Watts, GordonWayneWatts.com, GordonWatts.com, and the YouTube is youtube.com/Gordon Wayne Watts. Now, here's the kicker. Eliminating the health insurance middleman is not going to happen unless you eliminate the student loan middleman and have, direct funded college like you had when you were young, and it was pretty much almost free, and because there's momentum. And that's not going to happen unless the student loan bankruptcy is returned to make the lenders behave and stop the irresponsible lending. And if anyone thinks that the student loan bankruptcy is bad, then tell me how come that whenever you have a credit card, they don't loan them a crazy amount of money. How come Trump and Biden and Obama and every one of them couldn't get anything done? Like Dr. John Lott is one of my Facebook friends. He said more guns is less crime. Well, I say more student loan bankruptcy options are less predatory lending. So I want everyone to go to the Google Middleman Elimination Act by Gordon Wayne Watts, GordonWayneWatts.com and GordonWatts.com, and I want you to look at the 3 points eliminating the two middlemen. And here's the kicker. I'm not a big proponent of buying votes, but if we can cut the spending, all these people that are calling me liberal for proposing free health care and free college, look, if it costs less money, I don't care what it says. If it costs less money, go ahead and buy the Democrat votes to avoid another shutdown where you don't have sleepy air traffic controllers, snap chaos. And so the kicker is I want everyone to go to look up on my website. It's Front Page News. We have only 10 days left or 5 days or something like that. And contact your lawmakers. There's sections on my webpage for contacting the lawmakers. And I want everyone to Google Gordon Wayne Watts, middleman. It used to be, when it first happened, my calls to C-SPAN and the Ledger, Lakeland Ledger letter to the editor and my news coverage and blogging, you just put in Middleman Elimination Act and it would come up. But now it's dropped off and you have to put in Middleman Elimination Act by Gordon in Florida. I want everyone to call their lawmakers and say, number one, you have to do student loan bankruptcy. Number two, it'll force the direct funding of college because that's the only force under heaven other than a miracle, George, that'll make the lobbyists back off. Then the momentum will carry over to the healthcare middleman being eliminated. And I have a personal message for Hakeem Jeffries. You may be a liberal Democrat, and I may be a conservative Republican, but we're both Christians, and we both want to protect the students, the taxpayers, and the patients. And my Republican listener friends out there, I want you to listen. All you old-timer Republicans had free college. Stop complaining. Give these kids free college. You have the Congress members have free health care, and it has no middleman, and it doesn't cost a whole heck of a lot. And so is there anything that you can tell me as a tip when I call into C-SPAN later because my month has run out, and when I call into other places, I'm hoping to call into C-SPAN on Christmas Day again like I did a few years back. Can you give me any tips, or was my message clear? Or are we going to crash the dollar because we don't get any resolution, more sleepy air traffic controllers? What tip can you give me, my friend?
Stay a little more concise. Stay on topic. and keep it tight, okay?
Did I do a good job this time?
Yeah, you did. A little winded, a little long. Keep it shorter. C-SPAN's not going to let you go on as long as I did. But that's my Christmas present to you, Gordy. So you run with it and have some fun, okay? And enjoy it, to be sure. What's coming up in the next week or two? Well, let me tell you what's in store next week as we get ready for our New Year's Eve and New Year's Day programs as well. Avi Loeb, the Harvard theoretical physicist who has talked about space objects, Oumuamua and Three-Eye Atlas, will be our special guest on Monday night. Roger Burnley on Monday night, too. He's going to discuss his work at the coming year and what things will be like. And then Marshall Masters talking about Planet X. Peter Sacco talking about haunted experiences. Erica Gabriel talking about souls. We've got just a whole bunch of stuff coming up, and we've got on New Year's Day a whole bunch of psychics, New Year's Eve rather, a whole bunch of psychics and astrologers and experts as well. But we'll be back with more open lines in a moment on Coast to Coast AM.
Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas, everyone, from your family here at Coast to Coast AM.
Ho, ho, ho.
And welcome back to Open Lines on Coast to Coast. George Norrie is with you. Tom Danheiser with us, our senior producer. Tom, I want to thank you and Dan Galante, Lex, and the staff working holidays with me. I appreciate that.
It's our pleasure, George. It's a lot of fun, actually.
Can you believe next year we start our 24th year?
I can't.